on! Your husband's such a great guy!
Oh, you think so? What's up with you all of a sudden after a long silence?
I have big news for you, my BFF! I got Levi! We're having a baby!
What do you mean?
I've been having an affair with your husband!
I know we are best friends, but spare me with such a shocking joke.
It's not a joke!
Come on, I'm not falling for it.
You really don't believe me, huh?
Listen, Reese. You've always loved pranks and jokes.
Have I?
Back in grade school, you said you'd become a supergirl and even had a name for it. Atomic Reese.
Don't bring up my embarrassing past!
You were called that for quite a while. I thought you liked it since you seemed to be so into it.
At first, it was cool, but then I got embarrassed really quickly. I just remember, in middle school, younger ones used to call me Reese the Geese behind my back.
Thanks for the sudden revelation. I had no idea people disliked you. Poor you.
I was actually well liked. But let's not dwell on these memories now.
Right. What were we talking about?
I was telling you that Levi cheated on you with me, and I'm having his baby. Aren't you devastated that your husband is taken? I wanted to see you go mad, so I took the trouble to contact you.
Is it April Fool's today?
If you keep thinking it's a joke, you are in for a rude awakening.
I just can't understand why you would go after him.
He's hot.
Really? Do you see him that way? Even though his hair has been thinning lately.
Not his looks, his wealth. He's super rich.
Huh? That can't be right.
How long are you gonna pretend? There's mounting evidence.
Detective Reese, what do you know? Look up in the sky and tell me what you see.
Stop crowding Sherlock! You betrayed me!
I betrayed Atomic Reese of all people? There must be some mistake.
Knock it off!
Sorry, I'll be serious now.
You didn't tell me anything about him when you got married, right?
I think I mentioned he's just a regular guy.
That was a lie!
Huh?
I can't believe you were secretly married to a big corporate CEO!
CEO? Where did you hear such nonsense?
Are you still playing dumb? I can't believe you hid it from me and tried to become a high society wife by yourself. So, I snatched him and even made a love child. This is the punishment for trying to get ahead of the game.
Hold on, I really can't see where this is going.
It's your fault for keeping it a secret.
I never betrayed you, you know.
Whatever. I hear you're vacationing overseas alone right now. Living the high life, I see.
I'm not here for fun, just to be clear.
Maybe you feel guilty about keeping it a secret from me, but don't make embarrassing excuses.
I can't make sense of what you're saying. What to do?
Now, I'm going to be a CEO's wife. I should thank you for gallivanting around and not coming home.
Oh, I got it. Hey, can I talk to Levi once? I still think you're playing a prank on me. Your story is so bizarre that I can't believe anything.
Sure, go ahead. You're just going to get dumped.
I got a message from my best friend after a long silence. But I didn't expect it to be a declaration of an affair with my husband, Levi. I still can't believe it. I'm thinking it's a tasteless joke. I'm Kendall, a 30-year-old newlywed and part-time homemaker. Since I got married, a lot of good things have been happening, so I'm starting to think Levi might be born under the lucky star. Reese has been my best friend since grade school. Both of us have been really busy lately, and we haven't seen each other since my wedding. She always cracks jokes and makes people laugh. So I'm hoping this is just another one, but I have a bad feeling. When I check with him, I end up hearing something outrageous. My best friend told me that she's having an affair with you, and she's pregnant. Is that true?
You're talking about Reese, huh? You got it right.
You've got to be kidding me, a-hole.
What did you just call me?
Oh, my bad. I was supposed to write, "You trash."
You're pretty upset, huh?
You got involved with my best friend, you know.
She made the first move. I'm not at fault here.
It doesn't matter who made the first move. You're a married man, for God's sake. When someone hits on you, you're supposed to stand firm and refuse them. But what do you do instead? Having a kid? Are you that stupid?
I mean, I'm grateful to you, you know. But I've decided to be with her.
Is that really what you want?
Yeah, I used to think that money was everything. But I've come to realize that love is all that matters.
So, was it just a money thing between us?
I guess so.
That's pretty low.
Did you know that with love, you can conquer anything?
Stop with the cheesy romance. It gave me goosebumps. It's creepy to hear a 35-year-old guy saying that seriously. Should I take you to see a shrink?
Not needed. What I should do is obtain the necessary divorce paperwork. You better divorce me without a fight so I can marry her quickly.
I'm coming back the day after tomorrow, so start the process then.
I'm gonna be a free man soon. Coming for you, Reese.
This is really disgusting.
You don't understand true love. That's why you can say such things.
I find it pitiful coming from someone in their 30s. Anyway, you haven't let her into our house, have you?
Yeah, she's been there many times. What's the big deal?
Oh my God. Don't tell me you guys use our bed.
Many times over.
Ugh, I feel nauseous. You've never washed the sheets before. To think I've been sleeping in the same bed. Gross.
What do you think of our sacred bonding?
It's my bed too. Of course I feel disgusted.
It was the perfect place to nurture our love.
I don't want to live in that house anymore. She hasn't touched my stuff, right?
She took a fancy dress.
What?
I thought she could wear it during the wedding reception.
Wait, I only have one fancy dress. Is it white fabric with green embroidery? That's been a family heirloom for ages. Return it now.
I already sold it.
What do you mean?
She said it was too old-fashioned and she wanted a more edgy design instead.
What the heck do you think you're doing with my stuff? Get it back right now.
I need it for the wedding expenses. We need that money.
You said you could conquer anything without money earlier. I have no intention of letting her wear that dress, nor do I intend to let you use it for your wedding funds.
We need it to celebrate our special day, you know.
Figure out the money on your own.
I'll invite you to the wedding, so don't make a fuss over it and just contribute happily.
Stop it! Buy the dress back right now.
Reese is calling me, so don't contact me again. She might think I'm cheating. You're a cheater.
What's going on? Levi's not a CEO.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. You said he was the CEO before.
I've never said that. Stop throwing a tantrum at me over your misunderstanding.
Ugh. Then explain it.
You are getting carried away on your own. Don't you think it's unnecessary to be honest and come clean with the mistress? If it was a different scenario, I might have felt like correcting the misunderstanding. But after all that happened, not a chance.
Your personality is questionable.
You once told me it was okay to get back at someone who betrayed you.
I never said that.
But still, I can't believe you didn't realize until now.
When I was packing to move in with him, he moved into my place instead.
This is my house, so obviously he has to leave if we are divorcing.
I was expecting to live in that big house. I confronted him and he confessed he was just a freeloader. He told me you are the CEO.
That must have been quite a shock.
Of course. I never thought a 35-year-old man would be a jobless leech.
How come you've been deceived all this time?
I saw him entering a corporate building once, and I thought he was working for a major company.
Hold on a sec. So, even if he wasn't the CEO, you intended to steal him?
No, I wasn't thinking like that at the time. I thought maybe he could hook me up with a nice guy.
Honestly?
I'm not lying. But he told me he was the CEO. Then I got all starry-eyed.
And you ended up totally captivated.
When I bad-mouthed you, he easily fell for it. And when I praised him, he immediately lit up with joy.
Hey, it's not cool to get roused by talking bad about me. Geez, he was so easily swayed, huh? You guys are really jerks. Well, maybe you two are a perfect match as a couple of scoundrels.
I never thought he was a jobless bum. What did he even go into that building for?
You saw him there last month, right?
Yeah.
He just came to deliver my forgotten documents.
But he was wearing a suit.
He's embarrassed to wear casual clothes on weekdays. He thinks people would know that he's unemployed, so he wears a suit when he goes out.
That's messed up.
He's a show-off, so he lied to you. He's got a good facade, and you got fooled. Even though he's a bum, he's got big pride. It's like he's got some kind of ability to fake it and put up a good front better than most people.
I wondered why we only hung out at each other's houses. And he never talked much about work. I had no idea it was all lies.
The fact that I went abroad the other day was for a business trip, you know. I have to earn a living.
I should have been more skeptical.
Good luck raising a kid between you unemployed adults. It must be quite challenging.
It sure will be. I wish I hadn't flattered him so much.
It's your fault for being deceived.
But seriously, why isn't he working? It's so weird. Aren't maids supposed to work hard to support their families?
He did when we were just going out. He decided to become a stay-at-home and quit his job right after we got married. It was shocking.
No kidding. without even discussing it?
Right.
Were you okay with that?
Of course not. I was mad and scolded him for making such a selfish decision. But I was really busy with work, so I thought it might be a good idea.
I wouldn't be able to handle that. Men are supposed to earn money, aren't they?
Well, I'm doing that instead. And besides, he did the housework in exchange, and that helped me out. Except he's got this annoying pride and demanded my respect for doing the housework, which really got on my nerves.
Anyway, how the heck are you the CEO? You never told me.
Right after we got married, my uncle got sick and was hospitalized, so I was appointed the CEO out of the blue. After that, the business started booming, and within a year, it grew significantly.
Come to think of it, it wasn't that successful a company until last year.
I used to think Levi was my lucky charm that brought lots of good luck. That's why, even though there were some things that bothered me a bit, I was putting up with him. So, he was your leprechaun. He's got some Irish blood, right?
It turns out he isn't a little mischievous creature, but just a lousy freeloader.
He was slacking on the housework recently, too.
He has no good qualities then.
Come to think of it, I really don't need him. That's why I'm so grateful to you for taking him off my hands.
I don't want him. I'll return him.
I don't accept returns. Besides, we've already started our divorce procedures.
Geez, why did I get pregnant? I'm so stupid.
I have an even worse story. Can I share it?
No, I don't want to hear it.
I'll make him pay alimony.
That's impossible. He doesn't even have savings.
You're gonna have to help him out.
I don't have a job or money.
You guys are on the same boat, so support each other.
I'll dump him so it won't be my concern.
I doubt that he would let you go so easily. He seemed to be head over heels for you.
But when I think about alimony,
I don't think we'll get anywhere if we talk about it between us. I'll add the bump too.
What the heck? Don't interrupt my sweet moments with Reese.
Oh my, I've been enduring awkward moments here. It's quite amusing that you sound like you have no idea what's really going on.
Let's split up, Levi.
Why?
I can't make a living with an unemployed partner.
Just because you don't work, not only is your hair falling out, but your love life is withering away too. Poor you. You're one step away from the bald mountain.
We are not talking about my hair right now, and I'm gonna find a job. Everything will be fine.
Even if you get a job, it doesn't matter if you're not a CEO.
But what about the baby?
Well,
raising a child alone would be tough. You love kids, so you'd want to raise them, right?
it's only a year without a job, so maybe he can manage to find a new job.
Wait, I forgot that he's pretty incompetent when it comes to work.
No way!
I remember he said his sales performance wasn't that great. And he often got scolded by his boss. Because he kept failing no matter what he did and everything backfired, they transferred him from sales to behind-the-scenes office work. But even in that role, he made mistakes in sales calculations and it caused quite a chaos.
How do you know so much about that?
He worked for my business affiliate, so the information was coming to my ears.
They didn't understand how great I was.
That you are a great failure?
No, I mean, such mundane tasks from beneath a genius like me.
You know, that's just a lame excuse from an incompetent.
I want to break up already.
Let's take good care of the symbol of our love growing in your belly. I'll always be there for you.
You!
I'm with you on that for a change. Divorcing was definitely the right call.
I want to get away from this guy as soon as possible. But when I think about the child, it may be better to stay.
I don't really care what happens to you guys. But there are other things you'll have to pay aside from alimony.
What?
Do I really have to pay alimony?
Shut up, loser.
You don't need to be so nasty.
You guys took my belongings, didn't you?
Oh!
It went to our wedding expenses. We can't return it even if you ask.
I'm not just talking about the dress. The watches and the rings are gone too.
I gave them as present because she wanted them.
That's because he said he had them all for asset management.
There's no way the loser would have them for that reason. I can't believe you're so easily deceived.
Why did you lie?
I wanted to give something to you as a proof of my love.
Stealing someone else's property and giving it as a symbol of love? A thief, right? If you return them right now, I'll let you get away with it.
I've already sold them.
You asked for them and then sold them?
I thought I could get some money.
Well, then both of you will have to compensate me. I think it's gonna be around $250,000 for the dress and everything.
I can't pay that much.
You know, I don't have any money.
Wait, did you guys already spend the money you got from selling them? That fast?
I bought a bag and a watch.
A tailored dress for her and the wedding venue.
This is the first I'm hearing about it.
I was planning a surprise. I've spent a lot to making the venue ready for the next week.
Are you trying to have a wedding without inviting anyone?
Women like this kind of surprise, right? I was secretly preparing to make you happy. Wait, don't tell me you are not happy.
It's not about surprising with anything and everything.
Unbelievable! This is so messed up!
Geez, I thought you'd be happy.
Most of it seems to be spent, so you guys are going to take responsibility no matter what.
Oh no! I went to the trouble of buying my bag and watch!
You used to be a much more innocent and sweet kid back in the day. Maybe you need spiritual guidance. I can recommend a few.
I don't need it!
Wait, maybe an exorcism is better, huh? It might help get rid of the rotten spirit nesting in your heart. Anyway, you're both out of money. No money, Levi has no hair, and if your heart, body, and wallet are all smooth and shiny, you guys would be a perfect match.
Stop making jokes about us! I don't need that right now!
I wanted to lift your spirits with a little humor since you're gonna be living in hell with the payment you have to make in the future.
I don't find it funny at all. What am I gonna do now?
Love is one thing, but you still need money, huh?
Reese and Levi were both hit with a total bill of around $300,000, which included alimony. Because of this, they concluded that it was impossible to raise a child and decided to give the baby up for adoption. Both of them were shut out by their families and no one came to their aid.
They struggled every day, becoming like shells of their former selves. They initially remained together for a few months. Levi failed in his job research and could only find part-time jobs. He faced termination even in those positions, and they had an unstable life. No matter how hard he tried, he could only earn around $1,000 per month. This led Reese reaching her breaking point and running away from him. It seems that, in the end, money was more important than love. As for me, after the freeloader disappeared, I continued to do well as the CEO. The business has been going excellent, and I'm determined to work even harder to make it bigger.
Hey, Michelle, guess what? I'm finally divorced. What? Now I don't have any money and I also got kicked out of my house because of it. I'm really sorry, but can you come pick me up? I seriously have no money, so I can't even go back to my parents' house. Wait a minute, what happened all of a sudden? Are you really Katrina? What's with that reaction? I'm Katrina, your cute little sister. Long time no see. How dare you contact me and asking me to come get you? Are you planning to come back here? Because Tony and I are divorced. I've been kicked out of my house, so I have no choice but to go back to my parents' house. Do you have any idea what you did? You stole my fiancé 10 years ago and eloped. Do you really think you have a home to go back to? What? Are you still mad at me? I thought you would have forgiven me by now, since it was 10 years ago. What? I mean, Tony and I are already divorced. Eloping 10 years ago is a statute of limitation. It's all water under the bridge, so come get me. I'm in real trouble. I have no money and nowhere to go. I don't care about your situation, and I've cut ties with you as of that day. Please don't ever contact me again. Huh? What? Are you serious? Your old sister is in trouble and you're not going to help her? That's not something a real sister would do. You have some nerve to saying that to me. I mean, it's not my fault I took him from you. And you've been dragging it for 10 years. It's disgusting. If you love Tony so much, why didn't you just follow him to New York and get married? What did you just say? If you love him so much that you're so angry, why didn't you just go with him when he was transferred to New York? He even asked you to come with him, and you refused to go. That's why I took him away from you. When are you going to stop playing the victim? You better watch yourself. That was around the time Dad got sick. I couldn't leave my hometown at a time like that. Mom's knee was also getting worse and we couldn't abandon her. You're always so serious. That's why he chose me over you. And it looks like he made a mistake with that too. What? I heard through a rumor that you two got married, but what's up with the sudden divorce? I actually wanted you to be happy if you got married. Married life is hard enough as it is. You've never been married before, so you wouldn't understand. Whatever. Anyway, come pick me up as soon as possible. The divorce was messy, so I've been living at a motel for a while now. I like to come home and relax now. Whatever you say, we really don't have a place for you to stay at our house. If you don't have any money, get a job and rent a house. I'm tired of hearing you say mean things like that, so please hurry up and come and get me. I'll send you the nearest gas station later. I'll be waiting for you. 2 hours later. Michelle, I'm really sorry about what happened 10 years ago. We already had decided to get married together. But instead, I eloped with Katrina when I got transferred to New York. Now you. Today is just not my day. Now me? Does that mean you've heard from Katrina? Did you hear about my divorce? Yeah, she told me about 2 hours ago. She said she's divorced and got kicked out of the house and she's having a hard time. I've done my best to avoid the divorce. I betrayed a lot of people to get married. As a man, I was trying to make it through this marriage at least. But I've reached my limits. Day by day, I started thinking about you, Michelle, more and more, and I couldn't take it anymore. What? Me? When I first came to New York, it was fun. We were newlyweds. New York was really exciting and fun, and we were really happy every day. But Katrina didn't even work, and all she did was just hang out around in New York all the time. When I got sick because of my busy work, she didn't even take care of me at all. She didn't even do any of the house chores either. You knew that from the beginning. Even back home, she didn't have a regular job and spent her days playing around. And to top it all off, you forced me to visit my parents and take care of her. But you chose her over me, didn't you? She was a good woman to date, but a terrible woman to marry. That's why I've been thinking about you every day since I came to New York, Michelle. Things like if it were Michelle, she would say something kind to me during this moment. Or how you would comfort me. I've been thinking about you for the past 10 years. I never once thought about you. Michelle, I understand why you can't forgive me, but please just give me one more chance. I want to start over with you. Huh? Are you being serious right now? Of course I'm serious. I'm divorced. My company went bankrupt, and there's no point in staying in New York anymore. So I'm thinking of going back home, and I want to start over again with you. Wait a minute. What do you mean your company went bankrupt? You're unemployed now? That's right. That's why I got divorced. I can't afford to pay Katrina's lavish lifestyle anymore. That's why I want to go home right now, but I can't reach anyone. Everyone, including you, Michelle, seems they're still angry about the past. Of course they are. Our engagement was known all over town. Eloping after cheating on me is like cutting ties with the entire town. That's why I want to get back together with you. If I get back with you, Michelle, I'm sure everyone will forgive me. Stop joking around. I'm not going to get back together with you with calculated intentions. And your parents don't want to see you either. Your mother wanted me to tell you to never to show your face to her again. What? Does that mean my parents are around? If that's the case, I'll give up on rebuilding my reputation. But in exchange, I'm going to need my parents' contact information. Huh? Because you all left because of the damn construction in town. I don't know if that's the reason, but I couldn't contact my parents and siblings anymore. But I never thought you'll still be with them. Did you all move together somewhere? Can you at least tell me the address? Wow, Tony, you knew about the dam construction. Katrina didn't seem to know anything about it. How could she know? She was playing around so much she didn't even have time to watch TV at home. Okay, I'll give you the last message from your parents. I won't give you my address. I won't give you my contact information, and I never want to see your face again. That's the message. What? Well then, good luck getting a job. 1 week later. Hey sis, when the hell are you gonna come pick me up? It's already been a week since then. I'm seriously running out of money, so you better come and get me before then. I'm not coming to pick you up, and neither are your parents. You need to give up on coming back here and you need to get a job. Why are you and Dad so cold on me? I just took a guy from you and the way you treat me is terrible. You still don't get it, do you? Because of your actions, you shame me, my parents, and Tony's family all over town. So what? That was 10 years ago. It's annoying that you're still mad at me for that. It's not my fault I married him. Why don't you just say it's mutual and just forgive me? You're out of your mind. My fiancé dumped me and the cheater was my own sister. Do you have any idea how much that hurt me? Don't ask me to forgive you so easily. You're so stingy. If you don't want to forgive me that much, then I'm done with you. I'm going back to my parents' house on my own. Then it won't be a problem. What? I'll spend what little money I have and go home. If you want, I'll buy some donuts from Donut Plant and apologize for the past. So let's just forget about the past 10 years. Let's all make up, me, you, and my parents. No, I'm not going to let you leave. You don't even know where we live. Huh? It's been 10 years, but I still remember the address. Well then, now that I'm divorced, I'm going back home. Please pick me after 10 years. If it's your parents' house, it's at the bottom of the dam. What? So where the hell are you planning to go back to? Are you going to go sightseeing at the dam with what little money you have? What bottom of the dam? What do you mean? Judging from your reaction, you really don't know anything, do you? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. What do you mean our house is at the bottom of the dam? What? You mean our house is gone? Not just our house, but the whole town is gone. The whole town is at the bottom of the dam. What? Including my middle school and high school friends? They're all gone? That's right. It was on the national news. I didn't think there was anyone in the area who didn't know about it. You're joking. Where am I supposed to go back then? I mean, where is Dad, Mom, and you? My hometown is gone? My parents' house is gone? Where have they gone? I wonder where they went. We won't tell you where we live, so good luck finding us. What? You won't tell me? I'm the real sister and daughter. But you cut ties with us. Even though we're blood related, no one considers you family. What? Why would I give out personal information to someone like that? Well then, that's that. The next day. Please, Miss Chow, seriously, tell me where my parents are. Where are my mom and dad? Where did you guys build your big mansions? Don't be a fool and tell me where they are too. What? A mansion? You wouldn't tell me where they were, so I did some digging. Then I found it on the internet. The people who were relocated because of the dam construction were paid a lot of money for relocation. It said that some of them got around $1 million to build a huge mansion. 1 million is a bit too exaggerated. But you got close to that amount, didn't you? You got money from the government. You built a nice new house with it, didn't you? Well, we certainly got a fair amount of money to relocate. Besides, everyone in the local area lived in decades old houses. A new house nowadays looks almost like a big mansion. It's not fair that you guys are the only ones who get the benefit. Getting money from the government and getting to restart life in a nice house. If you're getting that much, why can't you forgive me? Huh? You're the only ones benefiting. You guys have plenty of money. Then you can at least forgive me. I'm divorced and lost my job, so help me out. No, that's a different story. Come on, Michelle. Tell me where you guys are. I'm about to run out of savings. I'm sorry about 10 years ago, and if you want, I'll even get down on my knees and apologize. So please, tell me where my parents are. I'll tell you if you insist that much, but you might regret it. What? I thought everyone would be scattered due to the dam construction, but the locals are pretty much living close together. The government prepared us a nice piece of land for us. It's like we've really moved the whole town. Does that mean that everyone other than our parents too? Is everyone else nearby? Yes, they're all here. So even if you come, everyone's gonna ignore you. They'll say, the shameful, stupid son is back. They'll just look at you like you were a disgrace. What? Besides, according to what I heard, when you went to New York, you borrowed money from some of your local friends, didn't you? I heard you haven't returned the money yet. I wonder if it's safe for you to come here in that condition. What? That's really bad. I've actually written an IOU with interest, but I haven't been paying it off. What? Are you serious? I thought everyone had disappeared somewhere. Why are you all stuck together? Why don't you just scatter all over the country? Well then, this should be interesting, so I'll let everyone know. Tony called me and seemed fine. I'll also let them know that apparently you're still in New York. No way, wait. Please don't tell anyone about me. If you include the interest, my payments are in the serious jeopardy. That's none of my business. Then get a job so you can pay it back. 1 hour later. It's not fair you're always getting the benefit. It's really unfair that you're the one who benefits. If I had known about the dam construction, I would have never married Tony. Huh? What are you so angry about all of a sudden? That kind of attitude always pisses me off. You've always been unfair to me, and you've always pushed the short end of the stick to me. Seriously, it's a joke. You knew about the dam construction from the beginning, and you forced Tony on me. Huh? And then you pretended to be a kind daughter who loves her parents and stayed alone in your hometown. When the dam construction started, you all got a lot of money from the government. You forced a man like him on me and you got a lot of money for yourself. It's really disgusting. That's why you didn't even come to take him back when I took him. Hey, Katrina, what the hell are you talking about all of a sudden? That kind of assumption isn't true. No, I'm sure it was your plan all along. You've always been like that since you were little. Huh? You always make it seem like I'm the one who benefits at first. But in the end, you're the only one who benefits. It's always been that way since we were kids. That's because you're always jumping on the bandwagon of immediate satisfaction. Don't blame me for that. You didn't even tell me that you built your mansion from the dam construction. Why didn't you tell me that you were paid $1 million by the government? That proves that you were deceiving me. It looks like you're just trusting what you read on the internet. I'm sorry, but I didn't get that much money from the government. All I got was money to build a new house and some living expenses. I won't believe your lies. You must have hidden the money somewhere so that I wouldn't steal it. Katrina, I'm a family of the house that sunk in the dam too. That means I should be entitled to get money from the government. So if you got 1 million, give me at least 300,000. I get it now. You want me to pay you? I'll pay you. I knew you were hiding something. But first, you need to pay me 300,000 in compensation for mental damages. Then we can start talking. What? If you insist on claiming your rights, then I should be able to claim mine too. You should pay me for taking away my fiancé from my sister 10 years ago. Even if you want me to pay, that was 10 years ago. I don't have to pay you that. Then I don't have to pay it either. You moved out of your parents' house 10 years ago. The same logic applies to you, doesn't it? What? I mean, how dare you say I'm the only one being sneaky? I'll say it again, I'm not the sneaky one. It's just that you're an idiot who only thinks about the immediate future. Taking away my fiancé without thinking, running away to New York, and getting a divorce. And it's all my fault that you don't even have a place to stay anymore. Really, how could you live with that much stupidity? Hey, what the hell? Suddenly treating me like an idiot? I don't want to be treated like an idiot by someone who would let her sister steal him away. Then don't contact me anymore for the rest of your life. Then you won't be treated like an idiot. Huh? If you have a problem with me, pay me the compensation first. 300,000 for 10 years of running away without apology. Then I'll split the relocation fee from the government with you. Well, then $300,000 doesn't mean anything. You're right, it doesn't. So shut up and turn your phone off. And don't contact me again, you stupid sister. The next time you contact me again with your nonsense, you better know what's going to happen. After that, I never heard from Katrina or Tony again. Then the two of them ran to the dam to check on the parents' house. And surprisingly, they met again unexpectedly. They realized that they had nowhere else to turn to, so they remarried on the spot. However, they returned to New York after getting back together. The people who had lent money to Tony were waiting for him at the airport. They were taken directly to a friend's factory. And the couple worked from morning to night until the debt was repaid.